Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to a fun little week in my life vlog, this time with a twist. So I've made a couple of videos now about my job. I work as a copywriter at Disney+. If you want to know what a copywriter is, I'll link like the full video down below explaining it. Basically, I write words and people seem to really enjoy those. So I thought this week in my life will have a kind of focus on my job and what I do every day. We're actually starting on a Tuesday, so we already had a whole day of work, which I will quickly catch you up on now. I have my laptop at the ready, and each day I'll kind of take you along with what I've been doing that day in terms of work, and then also show you the fun parts of life as well, because it's all about having a work-life balance. Also, yes, appreciate that I work from home in Disney t-shirt. So yesterday I had various push notification requests for some of our upcoming titles. There was, I'm just gonna look, there was 2 from Turkey and then 1 from France. Then I also had 3 email requests, all from France as well. And then I had 1 cross promo request from the UK team. So cross promo is when, say someone signed up and watched Avatar, so we're like, oh, they like adventure movies, we'll then suggest them more adventure movies. Or someone signed up for the Kardashians, they must like reality TV and drama, we'll suggest them more of that. So that is a cross promo, and you have those as like in-apps. So on Disney Plus, the app, it will pop up and suggest something to you. There's also push notifications that will come through to your phone, and there's one other as well, like CTV in-app, which I think is like if you watch Disney Plus on TV, that will show up. So that is what those are. To clarify, when I talk about different markets, I only write in English. I do not know Turkish, French, German, Swiss, all those things. And then we have some lovely local translators that turn my words into that language. So that was yesterday. We are now on Tuesday. This cup is from Sainsbury's. I am obsessed. Also, placing it down on this gorgeous coaster. My friend Megan came to stay with me the other week, and we saw these in Greenwich Market, and I just fell in love. They're giving me like Taylor Swift Grammys dress vibes, if you know you know. And I meant to go back and get them later, completely forgot, and then out of the blue she sent me like the full set of coasters, which is the sweetest thing. So yeah, cup going on the coaster, and we are about to start our Tuesday working from home today. So I'm going to continue working on that cross promo now. My laptop is here. I feel like it's weird me just talking down. We've got to pick out a loop to listen to while we're working, of course, which is essential. Even when I'm at work, I will often have loops on. Yesterday, me and my friend went down to like the sofa area to work, and we played the Animal Kingdom loop out loud. I literally clicked play and she was like, Tree of Life. I love people being in sync and knowing my loops as well. What shall we listen to today? What do you think? I'm feeling something kind of calming, and I'm kind of loving Animal Kingdom right now. Maybe, oh, I know what I'm gonna listen to. It came to me straight away. We're gonna listen to Avatar, Music and Ambience, Pandora at Night. Ambient Worlds is my favorite. It's just beautiful. I do have very exciting plans this afternoon and evening actually, which I will check back in with you later on. But yeah, welcome to a work-focused week in my life as a copywriter. Hello, before we continue with this video, I feel like it was quite important for me to address kind of what's been going on. And to be honest with you guys, the rest of the video is going to be pretty much like just me being as normal and just acting like everything is fine, but everything is very much not fine. But that's how I'm choosing to cope with it, kind of like compartmentalizing into these little bursts of dealing with it and addressing it, and then the rest just like going on as normal. But I know that the last 6 months or so I've kind of been like saying, oh, things haven't been the easiest, blah 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 blah, but without kind of going into what has really been happening. There has been a lot of just anxiety around work, personal life, and a lot of family stuff as well has been going on in terms of like family illness. And then I don't want to cry, but then a couple weeks ago we had a pretty tragic loss in our family. Oh wow, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but here we go. So yeah, let's just, that is kind of what's been happening. It's been a pretty rough time, and I know for me personally it's been pretty hard to deal with all of that. I have chosen to seek help professionally from mental health services, and found out that I have high functioning anxiety, which if you look it up, it's quite funny to be honest. Like all the different symptoms, it's literally tick tick tick. I sent it to my friends and my sister, and she was just like, oh, they didn't have to come at you so hard with that. So yeah, that's what's going on. I have been very lucky that there's a pretty short wait list in my area for being able to access support, but I also know that a lot of people do not have that access, and it is not the same situation wherever you are in the world or even within this country. And that's where the sponsor of this video comes in. Thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service and it's 100% online. I feel like what they're doing is really important in democratizing the process of accessing help for your mental health in a way that is convenient to you and also affordable. To get started, all you have to do is answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. BetterHelp can then match you with the right therapist for you. You can talk to them however you feel comfortable, whether it's like a text, a call, a video call. It's also up to be as convenient as possible for you. Also, as I know from past experience, sometimes there isn't always like a perfect match first time. So if your therapist is not right for you, you can easily switch to a new one. You can actually get 10% off your first month of therapy using betterhelp.com/wonderland. I will also use the link down below for you to check out. But yeah, like I said at the top, it has been a tough time for me and I know that I just need that little extra help to get through. And if that's something that you're similarly experiencing, I really recommend checking out BetterHelp services so you can get started on feeling more like yourself as soon as possible. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/wonderland. Thank you so much again for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to my week in my life, pretending everything is fine. It is now lunchtime. We had a pretty uneventful morning. I did the UK in-apps that I said I was going to do. Also had an amend for an email for the UK. We send weekly emails, so just had to switch up one of that. Had a team meeting, had a one-on-one call, and then it was lunchtime. I had soup for my lunch, very exciting, with some bread, and I should have showed you that before. Oh well, I had one of these biscuits that we got given the other week from Biscuiteers. It's for the Full Monty, which is a new show now streaming on Disney Plus. There you go. We had these biscuits from the Biscuiteers, and there was one along here that said Sheffield. I don't know a great deal about the Full Monty. I did write a bunch of copy for it, but it's very like top line stuff. So I had the biscuit from that, which was great, and we have a few others left. There's a dog. I did actually have to read like the synopses for each episode of this to send out as part of like a PR package, so I do know what happens, but I still am a bit confused about the dog, to be honest. Yes, that was my, you know, post-lunch treat slash pre-walk treat, because I'm about to go on my regular lunchtime walk. Gonna try and do 5 or 6k, because this afternoon we are hopefully registering for our first ever Run Disney event, the Princess Weekend. I'm very nervous. Me and 3 friends are trying to do it. What if like one of us gets on, the others don't? What if like everything is sold out by the time I get through? I've never done this before, so I'm feeling pretty nervous. That's just the classic case of like something new, isn't it? This must be how people feel when they're booking like a regular Disney World trip, because for me it's just second nature by this point. But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, so that's been this afternoon. I guess I'll check back in with you after that. Here's my little... You still can't see me. Here we are, outfit of the walk. We have on the t-shirt Alice got me as a little gift last October. It is an XL. We then have these shorts from Aerie, New Balances. This is the vibe. Let's go walk some miles. We are here with the laptop, the phone. It's a whole thing going on. It's supposed to open at 3 p.m. UK time, but at 2:42 I refreshed and it said register now under the 5k. So we are now in like the holding room, the virtual queue. This is the situation. I'm so nervous. I really want to do it. Okay, I need to actually look at the screen and not at you guys, because that's more important. You can have the vlogs when they come, when I hopefully register. My heart is like pounding. Why are we at 93 and we're sitting down? My resting heart rate is like 57. I'm doing Run Disney. I'm doing the 5k, the 10k and the half. The 10k and the half make up the challenge, the fairy tale challenge, with the frozen medal. I actually can't deal with this. We're all doing the challenge together. I'm just like shaking. I'm doing a Run Disney event and it's the Princess Weekend. I'm gonna run a half marathon around Disney World. I feel like Rapunzel right now, you know, she's like, I am never going back. I need to go back. Like, I'm running a half marathon. I'm doing a half marathon. I've never done it. I've walked 20 half marathons. I've never done a run event. Also, the way that you can already look at the merch, like, I'm sorry, excuse me. The pins, there's a Pandora charm. I'm sorry, it's a need. It says 19.3 miles and it has Anna and Elsa on it and it's $90 and it's absolutely a need. Oh my god, the Spirit jersey, you're kidding me. Hello everyone, as you can see, I have changed. It's the end of the working day and I'm about to go meet Alice for my birthday present. She got us tickets to go see Cinderella ballet at Royal Albert Hall and I am so excited to be transported to the world of just magic and beauty, and I love ballet and it's not very often I get to see it, and being Cinderella as well is even more special. But before I do, obviously I do need to talk through what I did this afternoon. I had to do a few different push notifications for the MENA region, or MENA, however it's pronounced, for a new show there that's having a season 2. I had to also do the same version but for South Africa, like slightly different messaging. And then we had to do some tweaks to another UK email. Very natural, like titles get swapped in and out because we work quite far in advance. And then we had another meeting as well. But yeah, that is Tuesday done. It's ready to have some fun. I'm going to show you my fit for the evening because I'm very obsessed with it, and it's kind of like fitting with the princess vibes of this day. We have on this very cute blue Cinderella vibes dress, but it is not just any dress. No, it has shorts underneath, which is just the dream. I like having like mini dresses, but I always worry about flashing, especially in London, going up and down at the tubes, the escalators. You can never be too careful, you know? So yeah, this is from Hollister. What a surprise. We then have the Tinkerbell Stan Smiths down here, a little bit dirty, but it's all good. Also quickly, oh, that was tucked up. It's fine, it's new. But yeah, let's go meet Alice and go see the ballet. I'm so excited. Hi, I'm here with Alice. We are at Mam's down Brompton Road near Harrods. It is a build your own salad bowl kind of place. Cauliflower, lots of veg, added the corn on the cob. Here is Alice's bowl. She went for the halloumi. Halloumi, quinoa. Last time I vlogged you, you had halloumi. Yeah. She's a big stan, big stan. Here we are. Now that Alice is a London girl, obviously I had to take her to my favourite chocolate place. She's also a chocolate queen. What did you get, Alice? Tell the people at home.
I got a 34% milk chocolate and milkshake.
54% iced chocolate, coconut milk. It's my favourite. Cheers, cheers. Oh, she's walked away. Cheers. Just checking out future homes. This is where we'd like to live. Think this is a good street? Yeah?
Should we actually look at this one here?
Yeah? Put down a deposit?
So we've got the whole building.
Probably like £1 million for the deposit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's doable.
You know, it's on me.
Yeah, watch my ads. That will be fine. Sorted.
You actually imagine saying to your friends like, yeah, so just pop round here. This is
yeah. Oh my gosh, wait, hold my Knut, I need to tell a story. So when I worked at Harrods, during the training they told us about commission. Obviously a lot of people are on commission, I was not, but it's regular training for everyone. And they said the biggest story they had for commission is that someone was working on the beauty counter and people came in and they were just like shopping around, and they mentioned that they were hoping to buy a home at some point in like the Knightsbridge area. That person working on the beauty counter took them across the street to the Harrods estates where they like sell property, and they got the commission on the home because they took them over there. Can you imagine just making like thousands, enough for your whole year because of that one
what?
thing? Yeah,
that's
true story, it's true story. So if you want to work at Harrods.
I didn't know Harrods Estates was a thing.
Yeah, it's across the street. We are in our seats. It's blue for Cinderella. I'm wearing blue, she's wearing blue. Everyone got the blue memo. Where are we sitting? It's called Rousing. Rousing.
Rocking circle.
So it sounds fantastic. This is our view. Absolutely stunning. Very excited. What a beautiful venue as well.
Stunning.
Will this be your new favourite version of Cinderella? Replacing the live action? We'll see.
Do love the live action. I'm not sure. Oh, Cinderella story.
Oh yeah, sorry, no, that wins.
So many good.
No competition.
Soundtrack is bad.
Hello everyone, I'm not gonna lie, I'm exhausted. It is now the next day, it's about 9 PM. It doesn't look like it because it's the summer solstice today. Sunset is not till crazy late. Yeah, last night the ballet was just beautiful, stunning, obsessed. We did move seats though. Started up at the top and then there were so many seats down in like the front section to the side that basically most of our section moved down there for the second act. There was 3 acts in the ballet and it was quite jarring, to be honest, to go from being like up top to like seeing their facial expressions, and like I love hearing the sound of their feet when they do point, like running around in the shoes. It was just stunning and beautiful and such a thoughtful gift from Alice. Finished about 10 o'clock. We got back here about 11. Turned lights off at 11:30. Em's brain did not go off until about 3 AM. It was one of those nights of just thoughts, worrying, anxiety going, wouldn't stop, and then my alarm went off about 7:30 this morning, so It's not been our peak productivity day, but I will quickly talk you through what I did at work today, as that's the nature of this video. We still have to do the work. Thankfully, it was a quieter day, so I had a couple emails to do for Germany, Switzerland, Austria region, which is GSA. I'm trying to remember it in my head. Then we had one for the Nordics again, one push notification, and then a bunch of work around the tagline that's going to be used for our brand campaign. So that is like one you'll see in out of home, like on billboards or TV ads potentially. We've just been like doing a bunch of concepts for that, so I'm kind of pulled in to work with the designers and see like what will fit with their work. We do work with an agency as well that has their own ideas. There's a whole marketing team in addition to like the design team, so there's a lot of people getting involved in it, but that was interesting to be a part of. I had lunch with Fee, which was lovely. There was a Secret Invasion takeover in the cafe because that series launches today on Disney+. They often do these like themed takeovers when there's a new series, which is really cool. There was one for Peter Pan and Wendy, the Kardashians, like pretty much all the big releases get a cafe takeover. Went for a little walk, and then I feel like I'm speaking way too much. I need to literally just go to bed. But the afternoon I went down to another floor to work on the sofa, so I was just so tired, and I was like, I actually need to like sit, not on my desk. So that was fun. Played a little Animal Kingdom loop out loud because it was just me. Then I got the tube to meet my friend Sarah. I will mention quickly though, on the tube I've almost finished this book, which is maybe my favorite book I've ever read. It is just heartbreakingly funny, so beautifully written. I love the anecdotes, and like it feels so real and like such an honest depiction of mental health and like struggles that come with that, but it's also not depressing. Like it's funny whilst being honest. I don't know, I really recommend it. If you'd like me to do some more like book style videos, let me know, because this is my, I think, 26th book of the year, which is crazy. Once again, I will link my Goodreads down below. And then I met my friend Sarah for dinner, who is from Scotland. We actually roomed together on my first Disney college program, so I hadn't seen her for a hot minute. We went to Pastaio, however it's pronounced, got pasta obviously, and then I had to take Sarah to my fave place, Delicious, for ice cream, for a little dessert, and then headed home, passing the London Eye on the train, which was, it just honestly never gets old. So that is Wednesday. We are officially halfway through the week. I feel a little bit broken, I'm not gonna lie. I just need a good sleep, to be honest. We will be back in the office tomorrow, ready to make some more magic, but for now I just need my bed. I am here with Ruth. We are at McDonald's. We went to Pizza Union for dinner. Delicious, cheap, cost effective, all the things. And now it's Ruth's turn to try the big stuff.
It's time.
Turn up your phones, finish your conversation.
They went to town on the toppings, good sauce.
Looks delicious. I did have one earlier today. We had a team outing. It was in the calendar, McFlurry Madness. Ruth, first taste.
That's so good. Let's have the biscuity.
Yeah, lots of toppings. Also, in one word, how excited are you that you're finally going to Walt Disney World?
Stunning. I can't put it into words. I'm asked me what am I most excited for. My response, the people mover. I've had such good things about riding it, the sunset, the views, excited to experience it.
Number one on the list.
Followed by the carrot cake cookie and wooden
cheese. That's what she needs, so she can go.
Tell me your trip was planned by Emily. You're telling me your trip was planned by Emily.
We are here at Sadler's Wells, ready for some tap-tastic fun. What are we seeing, Ruth? 42nd Street. Tap was not my favourite dance style growing up. I like to watch it. Ruth was a bit of a tap.
I love tap. It was like, everyone else hated it.
I was so grateful to Ruth because we used to pick her up, take her to dance, and her bus was always late, so we'd miss the first like 10 minutes of tap, and I was like, thank you, Ruth, that friendship can continue.
Here I am years later.
Ready to watch tap. This is our view. Today ticks once again, but we purchased in advance this time. We're quite far back, but you need that for a bit of the tap numbers, you know? You want the perspective.
See the formation.
Yeah, lovely jubbly.
I'm also very excited to see Ruthie Henshaw.
Has she in it?
She's not going to sing I Put a Spell on You. Highlight of my Christmas stuff.
That would epic, that would epic. I didn't know she was in it.
Yeah, she's the not the lead, but the adjacent lead.
Fantastic. Fun facts that they absolutely will make the vlog. We are back home. It is now Friday and I am well aware I have not done the best job of vlogging this week. There's just been a lot going on. I feel like I keep saying that, which is probably really annoying. But I thought to kind of go along with me just telling you about what I've been doing during the day, I would do a little Q&A section at the end of this video just to kind of provide more of an insight into the role and see what you guys are genuinely curious about. A lot of the role I just take for granted now. It's coming up on 1 year next week. So obviously I went over to Instagram and asked you guys if you had any questions about the role specifically, not kind of like previous experience or the application process. I did a whole video about that last August, I think, so I'll link that down below. Plenty of questions to get through, so I'll try and keep this relatively short and just kind of go like top line because I do have to start work in about 20 minutes. Since you're the only copywriter, do you work by yourself or still in a team? General structure is there's the marketing team. Underneath that is the creative team, which is divided into 2 sections. AV, which is the video side, doing like the ads that you see, and then design, which will do any emails, out of home, anything that's like static imagery. And I have been put with the design team just because my work is more closely affiliated with theirs in terms of like they'll design an email and I will have the words within that email. So although obviously the work is kind of all on me in terms of my department, I still feel like I have that team atmosphere. What was your favorite thing to write? I actually really loved doing some blogs for Disney.xx. XX can be substituted in any region for like .com, .co.uk, .de. So I wrote some blogs for the Disney Plus side of Disney.com, which was so interesting, having my work sent directly to Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm to approve. And there's some pretty, you know, tough rounds of amends and feedback, but I feel like it was a really good positive process to learn from and grow and just see what they had to say and make sure my copy was in line with tone of voice, brand guidelines, even just like getting facts right. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a Star Wars expert, so we are learning a lot. I do think back to my days in 2017 when I was like twirling a lightsaber, learning about Star Wars and thinking like, how is this gonna be relevant to my future career? Like, we're just having a good time. Oh, look at me now. Do you have to watch shows before writing or are you given a brief? A lot of the copy I write is for series and movies that are not out yet. So I get pretty much the same synopses that's available to the public. It's quite strict in terms of who can know what. Occasionally I will see things early. I might see like clips or a trailer early or something like that, but no, I don't get to just like sit and watch things all day, which can be tough. But then also the copy is meant to be quite spoiler free to promote it, so I'm kind of just giving like the overview to entice people to watch it. I'm not explaining the plot. As a freelance within Disney, do you get treated differently to other staff bar the contract? Freelance do not get Disney perks. We don't get admission to the parks for free, we don't get Disney discounts. Otherwise we're pretty much treated the same within the company, so like I've never felt different or separate because of my status, because pretty much half of the creative team is on a freelance contract. So there's no divide at all. There's no like, it would be weird to even think of that people would be like, oh, they're like not official. Some of the people who are freelance have been there for years, so they're as much established as anyone else. Yeah, obviously it would be nice to have those perks, but also I think I mentioned this before, I have like chosen to stay freelance because the pay is better and I can have more opportunities outside of my role. That's not saying eventually I won't want to go permanent, but for now we're happy with what we are doing. Keep rolling forwards. How often do you have the free food and such that you show us sometimes? I'm not gonna lie, there is free food almost every single day, and it is quite hard to restrain yourself, whether it's provided by Disney directly or people just bring it in to share, because it's quite a big team. Whenever people go on holiday, they come back and bring treats. So if you think out of like 40 people, it's a pretty constant cycle of people bringing in treats. And then on top of that, our agency we work with often give us treats to celebrate like the launch of a new series or a campaign. So when we had like the Kardashians, we had the little Kardashians cupcakes. Also, if there's been any events and there's like, for example, the Biscuiteers biscuits I showed you the other day, they were not just like given to us as employees, they were left over from the event, so we got to have them. So they're very good at like sharing out the freebies with us if there are some left over. Then for special events like the King's coronation, we had cupcakes in Cafe Disney. They also did that for Disney 100, Disney Plus Day, so there's often a free cupcake to be found in the office. It can be quite hard to restrain yourself, but then also life is too short to not enjoy free sugary treats. There are so many other questions, I could make this a whole video, but I will just finish on one that says, how long do you see yourself staying at Disney? In my dream world, this is it. I'm at Disney for the foreseeable. Never say never, obviously, but I love my role and I feel like Disney has so many different parts to the company you could move to, and I feel like they're very good at nurturing talent in-house and kind of pushing you to go on to whatever is next. 1 year down, hopefully many more to go. But yeah, it's time for me to crack on with the last day of the week. It is 3 o'clock and on Fridays during the summertime we get to finish early early, which is such a blessing. I went to the gym at lunchtime, gotta, you know, train for that Run Disney next February, which I still can't believe. Today was a relatively chill one, which was nice. I had to do some work for PR, just kind of proofing some press releases, and then I also had a weekly email to do and a couple push notifications, but overall a pretty chilled end to the week. I am now gonna head into central London. I'm gonna walk in, I think. I mean, I'm gonna see how far I get. It's about 2 hours, and I'm not meeting my friend Felicity until about 5:30, so I have plenty of time to do it. It's just 28 degrees, so we'll see how far I get. I'm actually meeting her in Hyde Park for a picnic and to watch Willy Wonka because they're showing it on the big screens, which is going to be a very fun, wholesome summer vibe. We have on a little romper from ASOS. I feel like I kind of look like a picnic blanket as well. The trainers don't necessarily go, but like it's kind of essential when you're going to walk that far. I think it's about 5 or 6 miles.
Oh wow, we're witnessing history.
Hi friend. It's a bit different to what we thought. You have to wear the headphones to watch the film, so it's not the most social experience. And there's a concert going on at the same time, playing Star Wars music.
Which is louder than the headphones.
Yeah. But good vibes, good times. Marlene Glass is currently introducing the next act. She's delivered with the chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh, they're a little bit broken, but
they will taste
good under that.
divine. So yeah, not what we expected, but you know what? Life is just throwing all the punches at the moment, and we just continue to roll with it. And just like that, it is Monday again, and I forgot to end this vlog, so let's just do that now. I hope you enjoyed this insight into my life as a Disney Plus copywriter. If you have any more questions about what I do, feel free to comment those down below. Thank you once again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. You can use my link in the description to get 10% off your first month of therapy. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!
King of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's